We welcome new Padres catcher Kyle Higashioka to Ben & Woods here on 97.3 The Fan. Kyle, welcome to the flagship Padres station. You're on Ben Woods, Paul, this morning. It's great to have you. Welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
It's our pleasure. Wanted to make you feel right at home with a little tool. I know you walked up to Numa last year amongst some other songs, and I got to tell you, Kyle, I saw your video going around of you absolutely shredding Iron Maiden's "The Trooper," and I said to myself, "This is my guy." I play guitar. I love music. We talk a lot of music on this show as well. So, you still playing a lot?
Yeah. I usually keep a guitar in the clubhouse, and I have like headphone amps to just keep the noise down for whoever my locker mates are. I think Benintendi got me them one year. I think he might have been a little tired of hearing me play. So,
so when you start, and I guess you don't know this because you've never really been on a new team. Do you walk in day one with your full rig and be like, "I'm here, and I hope you guys like Tool and Iron Maiden because I'm not stopping"?
No, I think that's maybe down the road.
Yeah, all right, that's fair. That's fair. He's taking it step by step here.
Day two.
Kyle, I wanted to ask you right off the bat. I didn't realize. So you were drafted by the Yankees and were with that organization for 16 years. When you get the call, and I don't know if it was Cashman or who lets you know that the trade went down, what's that feeling like to know that the team that you've known for so many years, it's now time to move on to a different organization?
It's definitely going to be new. That's for sure. But yeah, I mean, I came up through that system and I played for many years, and I was actually, by the time I left, I was there for longer than most of the coaches and staff even. So I mean, it was definitely a place of comfort for me. But I'm looking forward to this new challenge with the Padres, and I think I'm walking into a absolutely fantastic lineup, and the entire roster looks great, so I can't wait.
Talking to Kyle Higashioka, newest Padres catcher here on Ben & Woods this morning. If you could give us a little bit of insight as to the guys that we got back, because number one, and I know Michael King spoke about, like, hey, man, it was kind of an honor to be traded for Juan Soto. Juan Soto, obviously a great player, but the guys that the Padres got back, including yourself, Michael King, Drew Thorpe, Johnny Brito, Randy Vasquez, we've heard about them is what we've read. You've actually probably caught all or most of these guys. Give us a little insight into a couple of these guys.
Yeah, so obviously Michael King is a fantastic pitcher. You can see that by the numbers, and there's no denying that he's a good one. But I mean, as far as Brito and Vasquez go, they're a little less known, and they were rookies last year, but I thought they were fantastic, especially for being their first year in the big leagues in a tough division and on a very tough stage. I was really impressed with both of them. I think both of them came in with confidence. They know how to attack the zone. They know how to use their pitches well and put guys away. So I think they're only going to get better. And I was They were two of the guys where I loved seeing them come in the game, because I knew that I could get guys out multiple ways with them. The pitch package is excellent. They both have sinkers, four seams, breaking balls, changeups. So I mean, they have a multitude of ways to get guys out, and they know how to do it. I believe pretty well for how inexperienced they are. So I'm very high on both those guys. And then I've only seen Thorpe's videos, but I mean he looks legit too.
Kyle, as much as we try not to as fans, we always consider your baseball cards and you're our fantasy players, but you're also real people. Do you think that because you know some of these guys that are coming with you, it'll make it a little bit easier to transition when you get to the Padres here in spring training?
Yeah, for sure. And I think one of the biggest benefits is I think I can be able to help the staff and Campy and Sully learn the new pitchers as well, kind of give them a leg up, and I'll be relying on them to help me out with the other guys too. And I think we'll be able to work together and really get this staff going.
Talking to Kyle Higashioka here on Ben and Woods this morning. Have you had a chance to talk to your new skipper, Mike Schilt? How did those conversations go? What insight could you tell us about that?
Yeah. He called me a couple days after the trade, and from what I hear about him, I hear a lot of guys love playing for him, and that he's a great manager. And just from our talk together, I got a really good feeling from him, so I think it's going to be a good year.
From afar, when you've kind of seen what the Padres organization has been doing the last few years, obviously things a little bit different than some of the other teams in terms of the contracts they've given out and players they signed. What was your perception of the Padres kind of before you got over here to this team?
You can be honest, too. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, the Padres have made a huge splash in the free agent market the past few years, and so when I actually heard I was getting traded to the Padres, I was stoked because I could be going to a terrible team, and as a catcher, that's no fun at all. You're just getting you're getting beat down every single day and whatnot. But I really think this is an excellent team that we have here in San Diego, and so I'm so excited to get started.
Kyle Higashioka joins us here this morning. I was kind of scrolling around your Twitter and noticed that you are a surfer. So I wanted to let you know.
You're coming back to California.
You're coming back to California. You're going to be, look, New York is amazing. It's an amazing city.
The waves are incredible.
But the waves there, not even close to what you're going to experience here, as you already know.
Yeah. I grew up in California, so I actually didn't start surfing until I was in pro ball, but I surfed a lot when I lived in California. So it was, it's just something that's so fun, and it requires a lot of balance, a lot of skill. You got to read the wave, and for me, it was tough enough just figuring out which way to go.
It's so hard. It's such a difficult thing to do. I've been here 14 years. I've tried. I'm no good. I'm probably too fat to do it, but it's fine. It's fine. I know a lot of people enjoy it, and I know you will too. So do you have any connections with anybody on the squad? Has anybody reached out? I'm always curious as how that goes because, we do talk about, when people get uprooted and they got to move and you want, you got some guys coming with you, but anybody else you played with, against, that you're really excited to play with?
Yeah, so I've played with Crony a little bit we played together in the AAA All-Star game in 19, I believe, and then Carp I played with a couple years ago, and then so those two guys actually reached out, and that was really cool, and but I've played against Bogarts and Machado for many years, and I can't tell you how happy I am to not have to call pitches against them.
One thing everyone seems to like when they move from like a team like the Yankees to the Padres, spring training in Arizona versus Florida. 100%. It's one thing ball players always tell me. Spring training in Arizona is much, much better. Is that something you're looking forward to?
Yeah, I don't have very much experience with that. Last year I was there for a little bit, but for as far as the full spring training goes, I don't really have much experience, but I hear it's fantastic.
Yeah, I think you're going to like it a lot. Kyle Higashioka here on Ben and Woods. Now, your Twitter handle says Higster, but are you Higgy?
Yeah, 99% of people call me Higgy. So
our co-host is...
Higgy was not available when I made my Twitter.
That's what we kind of guessed
yeah,
yesterday.
I have the same problem. My last name is Higgins. I am also, some people call me Higgy at least. Mark Loretta always calls me Higgy
And
for sure.
Mud Grant, yeah.
So and Mud Grant always calls me Higgy. So I've got a fellow Higgy joining me here in San Diego, which I appreciate.
Ian, we're going to be doing some Higgy v. Higgy trivia at some point, probably at spring training. I just have to craft up.
I can't surf. I can't play the guitar.
No, you know nothing about music.
And I certainly don't know how to catch a major league pitching staff. So you got me on pretty much every count right now, Kyle. You're coming in here well ahead of the game.
Oh no, it'll be fun. I'm very, very much looking forward to starting life with the Padres.
Yeah, we're excited to have you, man. We certainly appreciate your time this morning. Looking forward to seeing what you and all the new guys can do. I mean, it's the thing that I know we needed the most. We needed some dynamic arms and somebody to play with Campy. And Campy's been so much fun to watch. You coming in right now, have you had a chance to meet him, talk to him yet?
I haven't reached out to him yet, but I was planning on it soon.
Cool.
Kind of when the dust settles a little bit, because I'm still, trying to get on the same page with some of the, coaches, trainers, everyone. So it's been a little whirlwind lately, but when it settles down here in a week or so, I'll reach out to some more of the guys.
Well, we will see you. We'll be out there for like a week early in spring training. We don't have our dates yet, but we'll be the dummies sitting at a table outside early in the morning with microphones.
Frozen
so
solid.
wave high as you walk in from the parking lot. You'll see us there.
Should I bring a guitar? I mean, just
really?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I mean, he needs a drummer. He needs a bass player.
He shreds guitar just fine.
I know, but he needs help. He needs the accompaniment.
I just want to see you shred the Trooper just one time. One of our audience said, "Can he play the national anthem? And would he at before a game?" And I thought, man, this guy's caught a perfect game, a no-hitter. That would be probably more nerve-wracking for you than getting on a baseball field, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but I'd say just because I lack the repetition to really have a ton of confidence in that.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, they won't let you play the Trooper for the national anthem.
Hendricks v. Higashioka instead of Higgy v. Higgy. We can compare how you do. Well, Kyle, we look forward to meeting you in person. Welcome to the San Diego Padres. Padres fans excited to have you and looking forward to next season. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Appreciate it.
There he is, Kyle Higashioka, Padres' new catcher.